If a buyer is interviewing agents this week, here are the 3 questions I would ask. What is your experience level in terms of how many homes have you sold in my particular price point and location? I think that's hugely important. You don't necessarily have to be an expert in any given neighborhood, but more in general in that price range. How many homes in this price range or this product type have you sold this year, in the last 5 years? You really want a big picture. I like to say, the first 3 to 4 years in the real estate industry, you really don't know what you're doing. The second 3 or 4 years, you sort of start to figure it out. It's not until about year 10 where I think an agent really becomes a professional who really sort of fundamentally understands the industry in a way that it takes to operate at a high level. So I think experience obviously is a huge part of it. The second question I would ask is, what is your fee structure? How much is it actually going to cost me to hire you as my representative, and how is that going to get paid? And I think that's hugely important, because in this sort of high value market that we're in, the difference between 1.5% and 3% is huge. And you want to know, okay, what happens if the seller is unwilling to pay that commission? Am I going to be on the hook for that? And what does that mean? I think that's a question that I think a lot of buyers sort of overlook. And then finally, what can I expect in terms of your availability or additional resources you might be able to bring to the table, given my whatever situation you're in? I think that's also something hugely important. Are they referring people to you because that's just who their partner is? Or are they referring folks to you because they have a track record and they do a really good job?